Welcome back to the live stream. It's the second match of the day in One Champion Plate Season 31, played between Tuskers 11 and Fighting Wolves. Tuskers 11 winning the coin toss, opting to bat first. Maverick and Khaja are the two openers that are out in the center for Tuskers, whereas Raju Varala to open the bowling for Wolves. Left armer that's drifted down the leg. We have to wait for the match official signal. Yes, that's been given as a wide. Score moves to 7. 7 for none after 1 over. In fact, after 5 balls. Tuskers, last ball of the over. 4 singles and a couple of runs. Then a wide. Coming off this over so far. Clipped away beautifully. Fielder there in the deep. It was a very good looking shot by the elegant lefty, but it will only be a single to close out the over. After one, Tuskers are 8 for none after opting to bat first. GSK to share the new ball with Raju. 415 matches for GSK, 385 wickets, economy 6.94, best figures of 5 for 23. Will be coming over the wicket for the lefty. Maverick drives it on the up. That was a very quick single, easily completed by both the batters. Maverick and Khaja to open the batting for Tuskers. 155 matches for Maverick, 2033 runs at the average of 32. Strike rate very healthy, 152 for Maverick. That was an excellent delivery there, leaving the right-hander after pitching who gets beaten on the outside edge. Coming back to Khaja's stats, 760 matches for Khaja, very experienced batter Khaja, 8079 runs, average 14.69. He'd like to improve on that. Strike rate 114. Once again, an excellent delivery there from the bowler, leaving the right hander after pitching. He's getting the ball to swing away after pitching. GSK, sweeper cover and long off are the two fielders that are outside the circle. Khaja on that occasion demanding the single, but he's been sent back by the non-striker Mavericks. It's a dot ball. Third one on the trot for GSK. He's bowling in good rhythm. GSK here. So far only concedes one. Another good delivery, spinning away. This time gully fielder was right at the edge, so single was on offered, and both the batters very quick. They completes the single with his score moves to 10. GSK has been very tired in this, very tight in this over so far. Hasn't allowed the batters to free up. Last ball of the over. Mavericks will face GSK once again win another good length delivery. Maverick just defending it off the back foot. Two coming off that over. Excellent one from GSK. After two, Tuskers 10 for none. Raju to continue, chance of a run out. He gets quickly to the ball and releases it but misses his target. Leg by signal by the umpire. First of all, there was a huge appeal for the leg before, denied by the match official. Then attempted run out. That never happened. So all in all, it's a single leg by. This time, Mavericks advancing, trying to get to the pitch of the ball. But it was a clever ball there from Raju, just holding his length back. Maverick just toe ends it straight to the mid on fielder. It will only be a single. Smart piece of bowling from Raju. 1.2 overs, 9 for none so far for him. Well, that ball coming in sharply after pitching had some extra bounce. Khaja on the cut. It was too close to be cut away, I must say. That ball very close to an outside edge. Good carry to the wicket keeper. Inside edge. Khaja looking for the big shot, trying to go downtown, but gets an inside edge. Ball moves in the square leg region. Fielder there inside the circle does well, but it will still be a single. Power play so far has been a good one for Wolves. Field changes for the lefty Maverick. They now have long on and deep mid wicket outside the circle. It's a short ball. Maverick gets on the top of the bounce and pulls it way back in the long on region for a massive six. First six of the match coming off the blade of Maverick. Raju there trying to push Maverick on the back foot, who was itching to get on the front foot, but Maverick just standing tall, getting on the top of the bounce and pulling it well in front of square. In fact, the ball goes in long on region, wide of long on it goes for a six. This is real sign of authority from the batter. This time he goes full on the pads, clipped away all along the carpet to the long on fielder. Single to close out. 10 coming off that over after 3. Tuskers 20 for the loss of none. It was full in the arc for Maverick and he lifts it beautifully over extra cover. Couple of bounces and it away she goes for a boundary. GSK on that occasion just bowling it full, hunting for the swing, but he ends up bowling in the arc for Maverick, who says, "Thank you very much," and beautifully lifts it. Sweeper cover and long on are the two fielders outside the circle for GSK. Good looking drive this towards the right of sweeper cover, and they are coming back for the second. They have completed the second run with ease. This is excellent running, excellent cricket this from Maverick. After getting a boundary at the very first ball, he plays the next ball all along the carpet in the gap and scampers through for a second. Another good looking cover try, but this time ball goes straight to the sweeper cover. It will only be a single. 28 for none after 3.3. Khaja now back on strike. Khaja advances, but GSK saw him coming and bowls a short delivery. Khaja cramped for room. In the end, JS defends it. From there itself, it's a dot ball. 30 for no loss. Tuskers in 3.4 overs. They have started slow, but they are searching for boundaries now. They are looking to open up with the openers. Once again, cramping the batter for room. It's on the length, good length, and in line of stumps. Nothing much the Khaja could have done on that occasion. He just safely negotiates it straight back to the bowler. Similar length, similar line. This time Khaja gives it a heave, gets an under half of his bat. Ball rolls all through the ground to the long on fielder. It will only be a single. It's a good one for the batting team. 11 coming off that over. 31 for none. 31 for none after 4. Tuskers. Raju to continue. He starts off with a half volley outside of stump that's been put away. Khaja was searching for boundaries. He gets one full outside of stump and he throws kitchen sink at it, and that's a one bounce four. That will make him feel very good. Khaja, he moves to 9 of 13. Finally, a boundary for Khaja. Was looking for room. He got on that occasion. This time, once again, cramped for room. It's in the air. Mid wicket fielder coming in. He takes a good catch. First one down. Khaja, after getting a boundary, departs. And then the fielder there in the mid wicket runs all the way to mid on region and takes that catch. Six. First one bites the dust for Tuskers in the fifth over. 4.2 overs in the match. First wicket down for Tuskers. They have won the toss, opted to bat first. 35 for 1 after 4.2. New batter in is wicketkeeper bat Kiran Chaudhary in at number 3 for Tuskers. Excellent career for Kiran Chaudhary. 1092 matches, 16,699 runs. Average just under 25 for Kiran. Strike rate very healthy, 94. Can improve, but he's a very good middle order batter. In fact, he's a top order batter. That's a chance of a run out, but the bowler misses. There was never a run there. Kiran and Maverick decides to take a single. If the bowler would have picked that cleanly, that would have been curtains for Kiran Chaudhary. He was nowhere in the frame. He gets off the mark. It's a very streaky way to get off the mark. Kiran, not the quickest runner between the wickets, but still he takes on a very quick single to get off the mark. Very tentative start for Kiran Chaudhary. It's a slow one, which has been driven on the up, straight to the mid off fielder. It's a dot ball. Well, this time it's been pulled straight down the ground. We have to wait for the match official signal. Did it go all the way or did it bounce? Yes, it's a one bounce four. What a shot that was. Mavericks coming, giving charge at the bowler, and it was a short ball there from Raju Varala. But still, Mavericks going on with the shot and hitting it straight as an arrow. It's a one bound four. 40 is up for Tuskers in 4.5. Last ball of the over. Driven on the up, but straight to the long off. Chance of a run out. But this time, will Kiran Chaudhary survive? Yes, he does. Well. Wicket keeper on that occasion, not holding the ball properly before dislodging the bail. Kiran Chaudhary, fortunate for the second time in the very over. After 10 overs coming off that over. After 5, Tuskers 41 for 1. GSK to continue. 2 overs, 13 for none for GSK. Starts off with a land delivery that's been cut away elegantly by Maverick away from the point fielder. No chance for the sweeper cover fielder to cut that off. That ball was timed to perfection. That ball raced across like a tracer bullet. It took no time before hitting the boundary skirtings. With that, Mavericks moved to 32 of just 16 deliveries. Strike rate exactly 200 for Mavericks. What a start Mavericks had here at one champion ground one. 32 of just 16 deliveries. He started off slowly initially, but now he's making it up. He's already made up for the slow start. He's now getting boundaries every now and then. Very stylish looking batter. Mavericks likes to get on the front foot. Hits the pull shot in the front foot. This time it was in the air for a brief time, but it was in the gap. So it will only be a single. Length slightly dragged back by GSK. Maverick once again going for the drive, but that ball was not there. It was in the air for a very brief time, but still it's a single as that ball goes in the gap in the sweeper cover region. Well, that was full on the stumps. Kiran Chaudhary happy to defend it on the front foot. It's a dot ball. That was wrapped on the pads. Huge appeal for the leg before, but denied by the match official. Delayed signal by the official, but he signals leg by. Score moves to 47. 47 for 1. Tuskers in 5.4. This is the final over of the power play. 6 coming of this over so far. That's an excellent length from GSK attacking the stumps. Maverick just running it in the mid wicket region for a single. GSK has been dead accurate today. Only conceded 19 runs in his 2.5 overs. Last ball of the power play. 48 for 1. Tuskers. Kiran Chaudhary drives but straight to the bowler who collects the ball and it's a dot ball. 7 runs coming off that over after 6 overs. Tuskers are 48 for the loss of 1. First change in the bowling attack. Shaker now with the ball. He's a medium pacer, right arm medium pacer. Shaker, plenty of experience under his belt. 619 matches for Shaker, 247 wickets, economy 7.5. Best figures of 6 for 16 for Shaker. Will ball will be bowling at Maverick. He's coming around the wicket for the lefty Maverick, who's on 34 of 18 deliveries. That's a flighted delivery played all along the carpet in the mid off region for a single. Well, he's an off spinner Shaker. Straight away spin there for Wolves. Kiran Chaudhary now back on strike. 1 of 4 so far for Kiran Chaudhary. It's a flighted delivery. It's been just driven square straight to the point fielder, but it will be a single. With that single, 50 is up for Tuskers in 6.2. 50 for 1. Current rate 7.89. They look to up the ante from here on. This time it's a low full toss. Maverick advancing takes the ball on the low and hits in the cover region. The fielder there inside the circle got a hand to it but still couldn't stop it. It's a boundary. 54 for 1 after 6.3. And then into the attack. Starts off with a dot and a single. There was definitely the second run there. Maverick wanted the second run, but denied by Kiran Chaudhary. Right arm medium pacer NN. Now will be bowling over the wicket for the right-hander Kiran Chaudhary. 99 matches for NN, 113 wickets, economy 7.62, best figures of 5 for 9. He is a genuine wicket taker. NN picks the wicket, picks the wickets in middle orders. This time it was a length delivery, beautifully cut away by Kiran Chaudhary. Bisects the field to the perfection. Kiran Chaudhary. That was a length delivery, and Kiran Chaudhary waiting on it and cutting it late. Gets a 4. He moves to 6 of 8 delivery. He needs to get a move on. Kiran Chaudhary is in. He's set now. He's played 8 deliveries. 6 of 8. That's a welcome boundary for him. 60s are for Tuskers. That was full, and Kiran Chaudhary drives it all along the carpet. He takes a single. That is what the good batters do after getting the boundary. Immediately they rotates the strike. That is what Kiran Chaudhary does. He's a very good top order batter. Doesn't play with very high strike rate, but still he'll maneuver the field every now and then. Looks to put the ball in the gap. Very good driver of the ball. This time it's in the air. That came off the toe end, but still will carry all the way for a massive 6. Well. That was completely mistimed shot by Maverick, but still the ball goes the distance. This is what the good bats do these days. Mavericks moves on to 47 of just 24. Maverick cuts on this occasion but straight to the sweeper cover. It will be a single. It's a good over for the batting team. They collect 13 of that over after 8 overs. Tuskers are 68 for the loss of 1. Off spinner Shaker to continue. That was a short ball punched away off the back foot over extra cover. It's a boundary. With that boundary, Maverick moves to a 50. Celebration. Very much like Abhishek Sharma. Just gets his finger pointing skyways and shows L. L for love, I must say. Mavericks loves to bat on. That's a flighted delivery. It's in the air, but it's straight as an arrow. That's very beautifully fielded by the long on fielder who collects the ball on a bounce. That was just lifted by Maverick. Fortunate for him that it was right in between long on and long off. 73 in just 8.2 overs. Huge appeal for the leg before, but it's been denied by the match official. That was full on the pads. Well. That was a very close shout. There might be an inside edge. No, well, he signals a leg by. Kiran Chaudhary survives a very close shout that might be drifting away with the angle. It's a flighted delivery. Maverick gives the charge to the bowler, takes the ball on the full and deposits the ball in the stands in mid wicket region. What a shot that was! 80 for 1 now, Tuskers in just 8.4. Mavericks enjoying his time out in the center. He's raced away to 59 of just 28. He's batting with complete freedom. Another flighted delivery. This time it was very full. Maverick doesn't have a chance to get underneath the ball. He plays it all along the carpet to the short cover. It's a dot ball. Maverick once again advances, once again gets to the pitch of the ball. This time he goes inside out over extra cover for a six. Six to close out the over. It was the second one of the over. 18 runs coming off that over. It's an expensive one from Shaker. After 9, Tuskers are 86 for the loss of 1. And then to continue, Maverick just sweeps him across the line. This time straight to the deep fielder. That ball was hit all along the carpet, so it will be only a single. Two coming off two deliveries. Kiran Chaudhary, 8 of 11, now back on strike. He needs to get a move on. Well, that's clipped away beautifully, but straight to the square leg fielder. It will only be a single. Strike back with dangerous batter. Maverick, 66 of 31 for him. Strike rate over 200 for Maverick in this inning. He will look to continue the weary way. Maverick advances, got to the pitch of the ball, but it was away from his arc, so the ball moves all along the carpet in the long on region. Four singles coming in this over so far. 90 for 1 after 9.4. This is the last over from the camera end. Players will have drinks after this over, and there will be a change in end. That was a fuller length delivery. Kiran Chaudhary drives it all along the carpet for a single. Kiran Chaudhary happy to play second lead, happy to play the anchor role, just giving back the strike to Maverick, allowing him to have a go at the bowling team. Last ball of the 10th over. Five singles so far of this over. and it will be another single to close out the over. Six singles coming off the 10th over. An excellent one from NN. We are halfway through the first inning. After 10, Tuskers opting to bat first are 92 for the loss of one wicket. Players will have drinks. We'll be right back after a very short break. Abhinav into the attack. He balls a loosener on the pads of Maverick, who clips it beautifully for the second time in the fine leg and collects boundary. Back to back boundaries to start off the over. 100 is up for Tuskers in just 10.2. 102 for 1. Current rate now just under 10 for Mavericks. This is excellent batting from Mavericks. Tuskers moving along. Very good on the back of the lefty Maverick. This time it was shot, pulled away, and away she goes for a massive six. That was shot, sat up in the pitch, and Mavericks is a too good a batter to miss out on such easy scoring opportunities. He puts it away with ease and collects six. Score moves to 108. It's another short one, and result remains the same. This time it goes further back and further deep in the stands. It's a massive six, back to back monstrous hits from Maverick. He moves to 88 now. 140 for 114 for 1 Tuskers. Another short one, this time punched off the back foot in the other side of the ground. This time it's a 4 for Mavericks. Abhinav Bharti has been guilty of bowling short throughout the over, and he's been penalized by Mavericks, who moves to 92 of just 38 deliveries. Couple of boundaries to start off the over, then two big sixes, then once again a boundary. Last ball of the over coming up. Is there a outside edge? Yes, it is. Well. Abhinav gives away 26 runs in the five deliveries, and he strikes at the very last ball of the over. That's against the run of play. Maverick departs in 90s. Durga Prasad there behind the timber, who collects a simple catch. Tuskers lose their second, and it's dangerous Maverick who departs after scoring 90 odd. After 11, Tuskers are 118 for the loss of 2. Emraju now introduced into the attack from the far end. Right arm off break. Emraju starts off with a dot. It's an outside edge. That ball racing in the fine leg and beats the short third. It's a boundary for Kiran Chaudhary. It's a streaky one, but he will take it. Kiran Chaudhary, moral victory for the bowler, I must say. He got the outside edge, but that ball racing away in the third man region. 58 matches for Raju, 36 wickets, economy 8.25, best figures of 4 for 24 for M. Raju. Kiran Chaudhary just guiding that ball in the third man region, misfielded by the short third fielder. Kiran Chaudhary will collect couple of runs. Tusker score moves to 124 for the loss of 2. It's a short delivery on the pads, clipped away in the square leg region. It will only be a single. 7 runs coming off that over. Dheeraj is the new batter in for Tusker after the departure of Maverick. Right-hander joins in Kiran Chaudhary after the departure of lefty Maverick. He states away, sweeps the ball. That was a quick second call, and that ball bouncing awkwardly right in front of the wicketkeeper. Easy couple of runs to get off the mark for Dheeraj. Last ball of the over coming up. 127 for 2 Tuskers. Cut away. Right in between short third and point. That ball raised away very quickly. It's a much needed one of the over. 13 come off. 12th over. Tuskers after 12 over are 131 for the loss of 2. Shekhar to continue. 2 overs 24 for none for Shekhar. Flights one in and Kiran Chaudhary going for the big shot. Gets an inside edge. That ball raising away in the fine leg region will be cut out by the short third fielder. Kiran Chaudhary will collect couple of runs. 133 for 2 Tuskers now in 12.1 overs. Change of ends have worked for Tuskers, I must say. Scoring rate im- increased significantly. That was driven on the up, but straight to the short cover. It's a dot ball. That ball was there, but Kiran Chaudhary just hits it straight to the fielder inside the circle. Kiran Chaudhary looking for the big shot. Once again, only manage an inside edge. Coming back for second one. It was a quick throw there from the wicket keeper who gives the chase to the ball. Kiran Chaudhary very tired after that second run. 135 for 2 now for Tuskers. 4 runs coming off the first half of this over. Kiran Chaudhary, 21 of 20 so far for him. This time Kiran cuts, but straight to the point fielder. It's a dot ball. Flighted delivery. Kiran drives, but once again straight back to the bowler. Kiran Chaudhary needs to get a move on. His 21 of just 22 deliveries. Back to back dot deliveries. Driven on the up. That ball will go straight to the short third. Short cover, I must say. But it's a quick single. 5 runs coming off that over. Tuskers 136 for the loss of 2 after 13. Raju M to continue. That's been driven on the up by Kiran Chaudhary to rotate the strike. Dheeraj now back on strike. He punches off the back foot, but once again fails to find the gap. Runs coming in terms of single in last couple of overs. Departure of Maverick got the brakes on the scoring rate. Well, that was a full toss, and Kiran Chaudhary makes a full use, cuts it away from the point. It's a boundary. What a shot that was from Kiran Chaudhary. He was waiting for something loose. He gets a full toss, low full toss, and he cuts it towards the left of point. No chance for any fielder to cut that off. That raced away very quickly. 6 coming of first half of this over so far. Raju 1.3 overs, 19 for 1. He's been expensive so far. It was a quicker one. Kiran trying to use the pace, run it fine in the third man region, but no connection with the ball. It's a dot ball. Again a quicker delivery. This time punched away towards the left of the sweeper cover. Well. Sweeper cover fields the ball at the time of releasing. He lets the ball back to the boundary skirting. It's a boundary. That's a rare misfield. It's a very rare sight in the cricket. Right while moving his arm behind to throw the ball, he lets the ball go through, and that ball slips through and goes for a four. That ball skidding across the surf very quickly beats Kiran Chaudhary on the drive. It's a dot ball. It's a good one for a batting team. 10 runs coming off that. After 14, Tuskers 146 for 2. Abhinav Bharti to continue. Similar to his first over, he starts off again with a short delivery. This time it was on the patch. Dheeraj Raj gets down on his knee and hits it way over short square leg fielder for a boundary. 150 is up for Tuskers in just 14.1. Well, Abhinav Bharti is proving out to be a very expensive resource. He's already given away 30 in just 1.1. Abhinav on that occasion just going wide of the right hander. That ball going away, further away from the right hander after pitching. It's a dot ball. Shot from Abhinav, and he's been pulled away in the vacant square leg region over the short square leg fielder for a boundary. Well, Abhinav is clearly struggling with his length. He needs to ball full. He's banging in halfway in the pitch and getting cut away there from Dheeraj, and he'll collect Boundary to close out the over. Three boundaries coming off that over. 12 runs coming off the 15th over. An expensive one from Abhinav Bharti. After 15 overs, Tuskers are 158 for the loss of 2. Emrohaju to continue. That's in the air, but just away from the point fielder. Kiran Chaudhary there once again, just driving it. No power whatsoever in the shot. That was ballooned in the air. Fortunate for him. It evades the point fielder. He collects single. That brings Dheeraj back on strike, who is on 19 of just 9 deliveries. Dheeraj, well, that's a dot ball there. Dheeraj on the sweep. Misses the ball completely. It's a dot. Single and a dot in this over. This time it was short. Batter on the pull. Completely miscues it. And it's been taken by the deep fielder. Dilip there in the deep. Doesn't make a mistake. And Dheeraj looked good for his 19, but looking for the big shot. It was short one. It was there to be hit away, but he completely miscues one and holds out to the deep fielder. Third one down for Tuskers. In the 16th over, 160 for 3. Tuskers after 15.3. New batter in is Durga. Is in at number 5 for Tuskers. 132 matches for Durga, 1395 runs at the average of 14.23, strike rate 77.72 for Durga. Will join Kiran Chaudhary. M. Raju striking for the first time in the match. That was a full delivery. Durga looking for the big shot. Completely gets beaten. It's a dot ball. Durga once again looking for the big shot, missing the ball completely. So does the wicket keeper. Will that ball go all the way or will it be cut off? No, it goes all the way. That should have been a dot one, but wicket keeper failing to collect that ball cleanly. That ball kept low, but still it should have been stopped. It's a boundary for Tuskers. Durga yet to get off the mark. Last ball of the over. That's in the air, but will not carry all the way to the deep fielder. It will only be a single to close out the over. 7 runs coming off that over. Tuskers after 16 are 165 for the loss of 3. And then to continue into his third over. 2 overs, 19 for none so far for NN. Will ball his third and the 17th over of the inning. NN strikes at the very first ball he balls. He goes through the defense of Durga and hits the timber. Fourth one gone for Tuskers. After 16 overs, 165 for 4 Tuskers. It was full and straight. You miss, I hit, says the bowler. Durga departs after scoring one. New batter in is Ravi Karna in at number 6 for Tuskers. 154 matches for Ravi Karna, 3,252 runs at the average of 25.21. Strike rate 128.18 for Ravi Karna in at number 6. Straight away gets in the act, toe ends it, but that ball will still go all the way. What a shot that was! Kiran Ravi Karna backing up and hitting that ball straight on the side screen and then making adjustment now, getting long on fielder very straight after that shot from Ravi Karna. He's a big hitter, Ravi Karna. Strong lad, Ravi Karna. This time it's a slow one from NN. This is excellent changeup. Ravi Karna early into the shot gets the under half of the bat. That ball went all along the carpet and it's a single in the mid wicket region. This was full. It was there to be hit away. Ravi Kiran Chaudhary hits it only for a single. Score moves to 173. And then dragging his length back for dangerous Ravi Karna and allowing him to take a single. This is good from NN. Once he saw that Ravi Karna is looking for the big shot, he's dragged his length back and he slowed down. He's not offering the pace to Ravi Karna. 9 runs coming off the over so far. Last ball. It's full, straight, and beautifully driven towards the left of sweeper cover. And Ravi, in fact, it's Kiran Chaudhary who collects 4 to close out the over. 13 run coming off that over. After 17 overs, Tuskers are 178 for 4. That's in the air but will not carry to the fielder. Raju. Raju Varla to continue. That was a flighted delivery. It was a slow one. Karna looking for the big shot. Completely loses his shape and doesn't time the ball at all. It's a low full toss driven on the up, but all along the carpet it will only be a single for Kiran Chaudhary. Kiran Chaudhary now on 38 of 32. 180 is up for Tuskers in 17.2. That's a dot ball. Couple of single and a dot ball. 3 runs coming off the first half of the over. This is excellent over so far from Raju Varala. Only concedes 2. Low full toss there and Ravi Karna sends him 5 rows back, straight down the ground. What a shot that was! It was an attempted Yorker gone wrong from Raju Varala and Ravi Karna makes him pay. It's a 6. Ravi Karna, he is a 6 hitting machine. He comes low down the order for Tuskers and he'll hit sixes for fun. He started off beautifully here, 15 of 6 for Ravi Karna so far. It's a length delivery and Ravi Karna cannot loft that delivery, hits it all along the carpet. This is much better from Raju, hurrying the batter, which brings Kiran Chaudhary back on strike. 9 runs coming off that over. Last ball of the over. It's a full toss, driven, but straight to the short cover. 2 is the call. Will they come back for the second? Karna at the danger end. He completes the second. Throw was not the best of. With that 11 runs coming off that over after 18 overs, Tuskers are 189 for the loss of 3. NN to bowl out. Will bowl the 19th over of the inning. 189 for 4. Tuskers after 18. Starts off with a cutter and completely deceives Ravi Khanna, who was early into the shot and completely plays down the wrong line. And dangerous looking Ravi Khanna now has to depart. What a ball that was! It was the back of the hand, slow one, and Ravi Khanna was through the shot. He was swinging across the line, and bowler hits the target. Fifth one goes down for Tuskers. Half of the team now back in sheds. And then strikes at the very first ball of the over and sends back Ravi Karna. Very dangerous Ravi Karna for 16. New batter in is Arvind Reddy. Is in at number 7 for Tuskers. Left hand bat Arvind Reddy. Plenty of experience behind him. 500 matches for Arvind Reddy. 10,421 runs for him at the average of 28.32. Strike rate 144.04 for Arvind Reddy. In at number 7. Another left-hander in for Tuskers. Annan with a full delivery which has been struck hard on the up. But good job there in the deep in sweeper cover region. So it will only be a single. 190 is up for Tuskers in the 19th over. Right hand, left hand combination out in the center for Tuskers. It will make difficult for Wolves to set their field. It's hot and humid condition here at One Champion Cricket Ground. Kiran Reddy advancing, giving the charge to the bowler, but not timing the ball properly. So it will only be a single. Kiran Chaudhary now into 40s, 41 of 34 for Chaudhary. Arvind Reddy now back on strike. He'll look, he'll look for boundaries. Arvind Reddy. That's the required task for Tuskers. Arvind Reddy hits it sweetly, but that's away from the long on fielder. That could have been stopped, I thought. It would have been stopped, I thought. But that's a boundary, welcome boundary for Arvind Reddy. That was not away from the fielder in the deep who fails to bend low and stops the ball. That's a boundary. It's a big shot. It's a skyer from Arvind Reddy and it clears the lot. That came right off the toe end. He was hoping that it might be caught in the deep, but that ball goes all the way for a six. It was in the air for a long, long time and it clears the field, the boundary with ease. 200 is up for Tuskers with that 6. 201 for the loss of 5. 12 runs off the over. Last ball yet to be delivered. And then after being picked, taking a wicket at the first ball, has proved out an expensive bowler. Well, 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 it was hit flat, but still goes all the way in the long on region. What a shot! Back to back sixes to close out the 19th. 18 runs coming off that over. Tuskers after 19 are 207 for the loss of 5. GSK to ball the 20th over of the match and the final over of the innings. Starts off with a dot. Kiran Chaudhary toe hands it straight back to the bowler. Kiran Chaudhary looking for the big shot, but the ball doesn't carry all the way to the deep fielder, so it will only be a single, which brings dangerous Arvind Reddy back on strike, who's on 17 of just 4 deliveries. Couple of massive sixes and a boundary for Arvind Reddy in the previous over. Will he close out the innings on the high for Tuskers? Arvind Reddy once again hits it big. This is the biggest of the lot. That's 4 rows back in the stands from Arvind Reddy. Score moves to 214. What a hit that was. Right in the slot for the lefty, and he puts it 4 rows back. That was clean as a whistle from Arvind Reddy. 23 of 5. Let flourish there from Arvind. This time he hits it, but all along the carpet in the long off region. It's a single. Strikes back with the veteran of the wide ball, Kiran Chaudhary, who's on 42 of just 36. Last two balls remaining in this innings. 215 on the board for Tuskers. Well, it's a full delivery driven on the up for a single to hand over the strike back to Arvind. Kiran will end up on 43 of 37. Last ball of the innings coming. Arvind Reddy on song. 24 of 6 for him so far. Last ball of the last ball of the innings. GSK to Arvind. It's a full delivery and Arvind Reddy looks for the big shot, and that's through his defense, and it's a wicket at the very last ball. GSK getting rid of Arvind Reddy right at the last ball. 216 is what Tuskers have managed in their 20 overs. 217 will be the target set for Wolves when they come out to bat. Fighting Wolves have a chase in hand. 217 is the target set. We'll be right back after a very short break. Chase coming your way. Stay tuned. We are back with the chase. Umesh to open the bowling for Tuskers. It's a leg by Tirtha and Dilip. Tirtha and Dilip are the two openers out in the center for Wolves, fighting Wolves. Dilip on strike now. 100 and cuts it away, but straight to the gully fielder. It's a dot ball. 307 matches for Dilip. 8,293 runs at the average of 31.41. Strike rate 132. Whereas 637 matches for Tirtha, over 13,000 runs, average just under 24. Strike rate very healthy for Tirtha, 148. Both the batters are very good and more than capable. As I was saying, they are more than capable. Dilip departs, tries to loft that ball and ends up handing over a simple catch to Maverick in the cover region. First one down for Fighting Wolves in the very first over. Dilip departs for not, doesn't bother troubling the scorers. Dilip, 1 for 1 inside the first over. Fighting Wolves. New batter in is Nitin, in at number 3 for Fighting Wolves. 229 matches for Nitin, 6,186 runs, average more than good, 36.39 for Nitin. Strike rate 154. He's a very accomplished batter right at the top for Fighting Wolves. They're chasing a massive total of 217. They have lost a wicket early on. In fact, in the very first over, Dilip departed for naught. Umesh with the wicket in the very first over. Well, it was full in the line of stumps, beautifully driven away by Nitin. Mid-off fielder dives towards his left desperately to stop that ball, but that ball was traveling with some speed. It goes all the way for a boundary. First one of the day for Nitin and Whiting Wolves. Nitin is away with a boundary. Umesh with the ball in the hand. New ball bowler Umesh for Tuskers. 181 matches, 141 wickets. Economy 6.51. Best figures of 5 for 12 for Umesh. He's stuck for Tuskers in the very first over. That's a wide, way outside off stump. Wide signal by the match official. Score moves to 6. Last ball of the over coming up. It's a length delivery. Nitin tries to cut that one, goes hard at it, but completely only manages to get the connection with air. That's a dot delivery. Excellent first over. 6 for 1 after 1. 6 for 1. Fighting Wolf after 1. New bowler in is Sumit Singh. 453 matches for Sumit. 343 wickets at the economy of 7.47. Best figures of 5 for 20 for Sumit Singh. He's a right arm fast bowler. Sumit, very tall bowler, will get some extra bounce from the surface. Starts off with a full delivery on the pads. No appeal there from the wicketkeeper or the bowler as that ball was drifting down the leg with the angle. Leg by signal by the umpire. In fact, there was a bat there. It's a dot ball. In fact, it's a single that runs off the bat. Tirtha will get off the mark with that. That ball was down the leg. Keeper Kiran Chaudhary late on the ball. White +1, 2 run for Fighting Wolves. Score moves to 9. What a ball that was from Singh. That ball going over the stump on that occasion. As I said, he's a tall bowler. Will get some extra bounce off the surface. Tirtha trying to run that ball in the third man region. It was too close to be cut away. You cannot cut the ball when it's in line of stumps. This time Tirtha swinging across the line. Gets an inside half of the bat. Square leg fielder had a shy at the stump but misses his target. Score moves to 10 with that single. That's another good delivery there from Sumit Singh. It was a hard length. Nitin just playing that ball with the soft hand. Was interested in a single but initially denied by Tirtha. But once Tirtha was ready for a single, it was denied by Nitin. All in all, it's a dot ball. Tirtha going for the big shot. In fact, it's Nitin. Gets high on the bat. No one there behind on the square leg. So it will be an easy couple of runs for Fighting Wolves. Sumit Singh getting extra bounce on that occasion. He's a tall batter. Will get some extra bounce from the surface. At the moment, that's troubling for the batters. That's on the pads, worked away beautifully by Nitin Reddy on the onside. It's a single to close out the over. 7 runs coming off that over. 13 for 1, Fighting Wolves. Umesh to continue. It's a short ball. Nitin just defending it off the back foot. Got in a tangle there. Nitin was in between to pull it or to defend it. In the end, just defends it, but was in an awkward position. Deep mid wicket and sweeper cover are the two fielders. This time Nitin cuts. That ball flew and carried all the way to the gully fielder inside the circle. That should have been taken, but it was straight in and out. Well. We are witnessing plenty of catches going down. We have seen in the IPL. We are seeing here at the one champion plate as well. Catches going down. It's short and it's been punched away off the back foot. Protection there in the sweeper cover region, so it will only be a single. Umesh bowling to his field, not allowing the batter to get on the front foot. That was on the pads and beautifully clipped away by Tirtha, but there's a protection there in the deep mid wicket region, so it will only be a single. This is excellent field placement by the captain of Tuskers, and bowler is backing up the captain. Official. That's been pulled away. Fielder there in the mid wicket takes it. Nitin trying to hit the big shot. That was a short ball from the bowler and safely pouched by the deep mid wicket fielder. Durga there in the deep collects the ball, and it's the second one down for Fighting Wolves in the very third over. 15 for 2 after 2.5. It's a boundary to close out the over. That was on the pads by Umesh, and thank you very much, says the new batter, and gets himself off the mark with a boundary after 3, 19 for 2. Fighting Wolves. That's an heave across the line from Tirtha, and the ball goes for a boundary. Much needed one. Sumit Singh to continue. He starts off with a 4 that was on the length, and Tirtha swinging across the line doesn't get the middle of the bat but sail the ball races very quickly across the surface. It's a boundary. Tirtha once again looking for the big shot, missing the ball completely. It's a dot ball. Tirtha goes for the big shot, doesn't middle it. Fielder there in the deep, takes it. Third one goes down. Another batter looking for the big shot, holds out in the deep. Fielder there in the deep, makes a no mistake. Heyman there collects it, takes it beautifully. Another batter in, goes out. Tirtha departs after scoring run a ball 7. Fighting Wolves 23 for 3 now. New batter in is Sai. He's clipped it away beautifully and he'll collect 4. Another batter starts off with a boundary. Sumit Singh drifted one on the pads and it's been beautifully clipped by Sai Praneeth. He's away. Strike rate 400 for both the batters now, Shekhar and Sai. 401 matches for Sai Praneeth. 10,337 runs at the average of 30.23. Strike rate even better, 154.65 for Sai Praneeth. Well, hits across the line and he's been just leg before. Out by the match official. Well. Fourth one bites the dust. In the fourth over itself, Sai Praneeth, after hitting a boundary, looking for another one, departs. No hesitation in the match official's mind before raising that finger as he was right in front of the middle stump. New batter in is Durga Prasad, in at number 6 for Fighting Wolves. Sumit Singh on fire. That was an attempted Yorker gone wrong. Batter collects it on a full and drives it all along the carpet but straight to the mid off fielder. It's a dot ball to close out a successful over. Two wicket coming off that over. After 4 overs, 27 for 4. Fighting Wolves. Change in the bowling attack. Harsha now introduced into the attack. First signs of spin inside the power play for Fighting Wolves. In fact, for Tuskers, 154 matches for Harsha, 209 wickets, economy 6.45. Best figures of 6 for 19 for Harsha. He's a very good bowler. Will operate with long on and mid wicket. Well, he starts off with a short delivery which is being punched away down the ground for a boundary by Shaker. Shaker continues the very way. 8 of 2 for Shaker. Strike rate 400. Durga Prasad, the new man, was in at number 6. 163 matches for Durga. 2,557 runs. Average 20.79. Strike rate 116. This time it was drifted down the leg. Kiran Reddy behind the timber looked interested, was pleading with the straight umpire for caught behind, but I feel that was an appeal to avoid the wide, but match official still gives it a wide. That's much better from Harsha. Stunt to stump, not allowing the room for Shaker to free his arms. He's got field on the onside, so he needs to stay stump to stump. Well, that's slightly shorter ball. Shaker just punching off the back foot straight to the cover point fielder. It's a dot ball. It's a packed field on the offside. This time it's a quicker one there from Harsha, which is equally well played by Shaker. Cuts it off the back foot. Ball going to the gully fielder who's right at the edge of the circle. So it's an easy single. Durga Prasad yet to get off the mark. That's a flighted delivery on the pads. It will be a quick single. Harsha in his follow through, not moving quickly, not quick enough to get a run out. It's an easy single in the end as Harsha gives it up and allow the batter to make the ground safely. This time Shaker moves towards the leg side, makes his own room and punches it off the back foot in the cover region for a 4. 11 runs coming off that over. It's a good one for the batting team. After 5, 38 for 4, Fighting Wolves. Sumit Singh to continue. 2 overs, 15 for 2 for Sumit Singh so far. Will ball the third over. That's been cut away. Gully fielder was quick, but not quick enough. It's an easy single. Shikhar now marking his leg stump. Sumit Singh will look to bounce the delivery every now and then. He's a tall batter, he's a tall bowler. He doesn't need to bowl too short to, to get the ball climb high for the batters. He's got a good high arm release which will help him to every now and then get extra bounce from the surface. Yes, he bowls a good length delivery that is safely negotiated by Shaker, just defending it off the back foot. It's a dot ball. Excellent figure so far for Sumit Singh. 2.2 overs, 16 for 2. He's the pick of the bowler so far for Tuskers. He goes full, tries to go at the leg stump, but batter just owns it. Was looking to work it away in the wake and fine leg region. Ball going nowhere. It's a dot ball. Required rate now over 12. This time it's been punched straight down the ground. Long on fielder will cut it out, so it will only be a single. Couple of runs coming in this over so far. Excellent spell of bowling from a tall fast bowler from Tuskers. 2.4 overs, 17 for 2. What an effort this has been. He's got couple of wickets with the new ball. Chance of a run out at the bowler end. Fielder there inside the circle fails to collect the ball. Both the batters are through for a single. It was a quick call from Shekhar from the non-striker. Durga Prasad was late to respond. Fortunate for him that fielder doesn't pick it clean. Durga Prasad survives. A chance here. Change of appeal now. Mid wicket now is coming in and mid off drops back to long off. Last ball of the over, last ball of the power play coming up. Fighting Wolves 41 for 4. That's clipped away beautifully in that very region from where the fielder was brought in. It might have been a catch if he would have been behind, but it's a 4 to close out the over. 7 runs coming off that over after 6. 45 for 4. Fighting Wolves. Another introduction in the bowling attack. Rafi now introduced into the attack. Right arm medium pacer Rafi starts off with a good length delivery which kept low. Keeper missing the ball there. So it's a single. 338 matches for Rafi. 221 wickets. Economy 8.48. Best figures of 5 for 21. It's a single to start off the seventh over. Once again, it's an underage. Good fielding there, but Rafi in his follow through keeps the batter to not. Third man, gully, point, short covers are the four fielder inside the circle, whereas sweeper cover, long on, long off, mid wicket, and deep square leg are the fielders outside the circle. This has been punched away off the back foot in the point region. It's a single, two coming off the first half of the over so far. Well, it's a short ball. Durga trying to cut that. Gets an inside edge ball going back on his pads. It's a dot ball. Single and a dot, single and a dot. It's been a pattern in this over so far. Another dot delivery there. This is turning out to be a good over for the bowling team. They have given away only 2 runs so far. Last ball of the over. It's full on the pads. We have to wait for the match official decision who says not out. Well. It was a very close chance that Durga Prasad survives. It was full, wrapped on the pads. That ball might be drifting down the leg with the angle. That is what the only question was. Successful over for the bowling team. 2 runs coming off that over. 47 for 4 after 7. Harsha now to continue. 1 over 11 for none for Harsha so far. He's got no field well spread out. Well. That was a catch there. Kiran Chaudhary puts it down. Shaker on that occasion. Trying to sweep the ball. Gets an edge. That should have been taken behind the stumps by Kiran Chaudhary. But Shaker gets a lifeline on the 19. Back to back dot deliveries to start off the 8th over. Shaker advances but hits it straight to the cover all along the carpet. Third dot in a row in this over so far. Excellent one from Harsha. Shaker tries to slog sweep it, gets the under half of the bat. Ball moves in the square leg region all along the ground, which brings Durga Prasad back on strike, who's on 4 of 8 deliveries. Flighted delivery. Durga looking for the big shot but doesn't middle it. Slight misfield there in the deep, but it will still be only a single. This is excellent bowling from Harsha. He's giving the flight. He's allowing the ball to turn. At the same time, he'll fire one in. This time, Shaker advances and gets to the pitch of the ball and hits it way back in the long on region for a big six. 8 runs of that over. After 8, 55 for 4. Fighting Wolves while chasing. Rafi to continue. Well, that ball went straight through. Huge appeal for caught behind. Yes, it's been given by the match official. Kiran Chaudhary behind the timber finally holds on to a catch and it's fifth one down. Fifth one bites the dust. Half of the teams, half of the team back in the sheds for Fighting Wolf. It's a dangerous looking shaker who departs after scoring 20. 56 for 5 now Fighting Wolves in 8.2 overs. New batter in is GSK Baz in at number 7 for Fighting Wolves. Very experienced batter, GSK. 415 matches for him, 6,504 runs, average 24.18, strike rate 122 for GSK. Drives it, but straight to the short cover. It's a dot ball. It's a grounded drive there from GSK. It was a good looking shot, but no score of that delivery. GSK hits the ball long way and it's a six. What a start for GSK. This is the third batter that's getting the start. Fighting Wolves batter are getting a start, but they are failing to convert it. Once again, a batter starts off with a six. Six of the very second delivery he faces. Strike rate 200. In fact, more than 200. It's 300 for GSK. 155 needed in 68. Another big shot, fielder there in the deep, but that ball will not carry all the way. It will only be a single. GSK, the man, out in the center with some intent. He needs to is taking on the bowlers. Last ball of the over. Durga Prasad tries to cut but gets completely beaten. It's a dot to close out the over. 8 runs and a wicket coming off ninth over by Rafi. After 9, 63 for 5. Harsha to continue. 2 overs, 19 for none for Harsha. That was a real slow delivery. It was a short one that could have been pulled, but GSK just happy to defend it off the back foot. It's a dot ball. Another flighted delivery. That one turned sharply, beating GSK on the outside edge. This is good from Harsha. He's flighting the delivery, he's getting the bounce and turn, but at the same time, he has a very deceptive arm ball. Watch out for that as well. GSK. Another flighted delivery, third one in a row. All three dots. Another flighted delivery. This time it was in the arc. GSK had enough of it and he goes a long way in the long on region. That's a big six. That's out on the ground too. That's an 85-meter hit, I must say, from GSK. He moves to 13 of just 7 deliveries. He's taking likings to the left armor. This time slightly short. GSK just pulls it in the mid wicket region for a single. This is good cricket from GSK. After getting a boundary, he rotates strike. 70 is up for Fighting Wolves in 9.5. Last ball of the 10th over. Flighted delivery. Durga Prasad looking for the big shot. Completely to ends it. That ball doesn't even carry all the way to the deep fielder. So it will only be a single. Another 8 run over coming for Fighting Wolves. We are halfway through the chase. Fighting Wolves, while chasing 207, are 71 for the loss of 5 wickets. They need another 146 in 60 balls. Players will have drinks. We'll be right back after a very short break. Change of ends. Another introduction in the bowling attack. Arvind Reddy now with his off spin. In fact, he is a left arm orthodox bowler. Arvind Reddy. That's a big shot coming off the blade of GSK. This man hits a long ball and he hits it for the third time in the match. He moves to 20 of just 9 deliveries. That ball spin straight in the hitting arc of GSK. It's a big six. That's out of the park. Another ball, please, says GSK. 500 matches for Arvind Reddy, 441 wickets. Very experienced bowler. Economy 6.63. Best figures of 7 for 41. He's been dealt with a very massive six. Huge appeal, but it was short. It was pitching down the leg, so no point on appealing for LBW. It was just a casual appeal there from the bowler, which was turned down by the match official. Change in guard now. Arvind coming over the wicket for righty. That was on the pads, clipped away beautifully. Fine leg fielder. After that, will he cut it off? Yes, he does. That's excellent piece of fielding there by the fine leg fielder. He gets in a sharp throw and keeps the batter to 2. Score moves to 80. 80 for 5 in 10.5. 9 runs coming off this over so far. Last ball of the over coming up. GSK with the big shot, but this time he hits it flat and doesn't carry to the deep fielder who collects the ball on couple of bounces. Single to close out the over. 10 runs coming off that over. 11th over by Arvind Reddy. 10 runs coming off that. After 11, 81 for 5. Wolves. Harsha to bowl out. 3 overs, 27 for none so far. Starts off with a dot delivery. GSK, 23 of just 13 deliveries. He's hitting the ball long way. Yes, he does on another instance. And it's been hit straight as an arrow. That was shot, sat in the pitch. And it's been beautifully hit straight as an arrow by GSK. Once again, the ball goes missing. Another ball, please, says GSK. This is the third one of the night. Fourth massive six for GSK. That was a flighted delivery. It was very full for GSK. He cannot get underneath that delivery, hence defends it. It's a dot one. This is good batting from GSK. Well, looking for another biggie there. GSK gets an inside edge. Ball hitting the pads. It's a dot ball. Inside edge onto the pads. This is a good contest. Harsha against GSK at the moment. GSK is getting better of it. That ball going into the dugout of Fighting Wolves. Statement there from GSK. He moves to 35 of 17. Second 6 of the over. Harsha once again balls it short, and once again he finds himself out of the park. Play resumes after a very short break as we lost the ball. GSK continues the weary way and hits it straight as an arrow, and it's another 6. Third one of the over, 18 runs coming off that after 12 overs. Fighting Wolves 99 for the loss of 5. They are well back on track on the back of GSK. Rafi now back into the attack. 2 overs 10 for 1 for Rafi. That's a quick single. Point fielder had a good try at the stumps but still misses the target. 100 is up for Fighting Wolves in the 13th over. 12.1 is what they take to get 100. The only problem is they have lost 5 wickets. Fighting Wolves. GSK going along nicely, 41 of 18. Rafi is a very slippery customer. His deliveries more often than not keep slow and skids through. It's really hard to line him up and hit him for a big shot. Well. GSK going for the big shot there. Gets speed in on the outside edge. As I said, he's a very slippery customer. He'll get the ball to skid through. Rafi, will he able to get through the defense of GSK or beat GSK? GSK says no. This is the mighty hit. 100-meter hit from the bat of GSK. That was the biggest shot of the day. Well. That was 10 rows back. What a hit from GSK. Getting in the line of the ball and smacking it out of the park straight as an arrow. What a hit that was. I haven't witnessed that big a 6 throughout the day. Shot of the day, I must say. That was launched. This time he hits it flat, but that's gone the distance. Not as big as the previous one, but still it's good enough to collect 6. 50 is up for GSK in no time. 22 deliveries is what it took GSK to reach 53. What a knock this has been so far. He's completely got his team back on track. 53 of just 22 deliveries. 8 massive sixes. No boundaries yet for GSK. Strike rate 240. Last ball of the over coming up. 13 of the over so far. It's a short ball punched away off the back foot in the mid wicket region. GSK will retain strike. 14 runs coming off that over by Rafi. It was the 13th over, which gives 14 to the batting team. 113 for 5. Fighting Wolves. They need another 104 in 42 balls. Last 7 overs remaining in this contest. It's getting interesting and interesting. We like to see more from GSK. He's taking on the bowlers and he's hitting 6 at will. Change in the bowling attack. Now Dheeraj with his right arm off break. 310 matches for Dheeraj. 23 wickets. Economy very good. 5.69. Best figures of 3 for 20. Will be bowling at GSK. He's toying with the bowlers at the moment. 119 for 5. Fighting Wolves. That was a real loser to start off his spell. Dheeraj. It's on a better length. This time it's been miscued by GSK. Fielder charging in for that catch. He has to dive in his friend, but still cannot take that catch. What an effort that was from the D fielder. He was charging in for that catch. He had to dive in the end, but still his effort goes in vain. Couple of runs there. GSK is trying to swing across the line for the first time. He likes to go straight as an arrow, but this time tries to swing across and misses. Well, that was a leg break there from Dheeraj. He's got the variations up his sleeve. He's got an off break. He's got a quicker delivery. At the same time, he's got a leg break that spins away from the right hander. Back to back dot deliveries. Well. Inside is there. Ball hitting the pads and then going in the fine leg. That could have easily gone onto the stumps, but it doesn't. Fortune favors the brave, as they say. GSK being brave, playing brave, and luck favors him. 10 runs so far of the over. It was a short one, which has been safely negotiated off the back foot and with a single. 11 runs off the over after 14 overs, 124 for 5. Umesh now back into the attack. 2 overs, 11 for 2 so far for Umesh. Well, he's been greeted with a massive 6. What a shot that was! Picked bones out of it. That was full. There to be hit away, and GSK once again hits it out of the park. Well. This is 6 hitting fest here at One Champion Ground 1. GSK has arrived. 71 of 30. They are after a massive total of 207. Well, this is some hitting from the batter. He doesn't believe in small sixes. He likes to hit it out of the park. He's a very sweet timer of the ball. He's got the power. He's got the elegance. That ball was a short one. GSK tries to pull that one, but that's been given one for the over by the square leg umpire. That was a very good bumper there. GSK straight away calls for helmet after that short one from Umesh. Safety first, he says. That's the right way to move forward. Another short one there from Umesh. That's been given as a no ball. That was the second one of the over, and it's been given as a no ball. Well. You are only allowed to ball a single delivery above the shoulder high. That was an excellent decision by the square leg umpire, who gives it a second one of the over, and it's a no ball. Free hit coming up. That was full, hit hard, but will not go all the way, so it will only be a single. Durga Prasad giving the charge to the bowler. Bowler saw him coming, dragged his length back. Durga Prasad just running that ball in the third man region and rotating the strike and giving his senior pro strike back. GSK bars now back on strike. 72 of 33. 9 sixes already for GSK. Will he finish this match for Fighting Wolves? They need 84 of 32 deliveries. It's still a very difficult task. This time it's been sliced away straight to the short third fielder. Well, that's been given as a no ball. What has happened there? It's an overstep no ball. How costly will that be? Well, that was taken by the short third fielder. That carried all the way to the short third fielder, who was very happy. But in the end, it was given no ball by the state umpire. Well, Umesh, what have you done, my friend? Free hit coming up. Durga Prasad will face. It's an inside edge. Ball going in the square leg region. So it will be easy couple of runs on the free hit. Score moves to 137. What a costly miss that will be for Tuskers. GSK gets a lifeline on 72. Well, that's a poor delivery from Umesh. That's a down the leg delivery. White +4 given by the match official. 5 runs for Fighting Wolves. Well. Shoulders are down for Tuskers. After that, no ball. Umesh. had to ball an extra delivery, and he balls a 5 wides. It's all going wrong for Tuskers in last couple of overs. Punched off the back foot by Durga Prasad. Slight misfield there. Will they come back for second? Yes, they will. This is poor from Tuskers. As I said, shoulders are down for the fielders. 20 runs coming off that over. It's an expensive one. After 15, Fighting Wolves 144. They need another 73 in 30 balls. Dheeraj to continue with his off break. 1 over 11 for none for Dheeraj. He's got couple of variations up his sleeves. What a ball that was to start off. That one spinned sharply for the off spinner, beating GSK all sent up. Poor bit of glove work there behind the timber by Kiran Chaudhary. It's a bye. This time Durga trying to go for the big shot, miscues it completely. Fielder coming in, he will take it. Sixth one down now. Durga Prasad trying to get in the act. Just manages to get an elevation but doesn't get the distance. Holds out in the mid wicket region. Maverick there. He won't miss out. Sixth one bites the dust. 145 for 6 after 15.2. Well, what has happened there? GSK looking for another biggie, holds out into the mid wicket. Maverick there in that very position. He's one of the safest fielder who takes it. I must say that's the final nail in the coffin for Fighting Wolves. What a knock that has been from GSK. He's thoroughly entertained, but now has to walk back. He looks very disappointed. That was the first miscued shot from him that brings his downfall. Seventh one falls for Fighting Wolves. An excellent knock from GSK comes to an end. 146 for 7 after 15.4. New batter in is Abhinav Bharti in at number 9 for Fighting Wolves. He is a left-hand bat, Abhinav Bharti. 135 matches for Abhinav, 1689 runs at the average of 15.93, strike rate 116 for Abhinav Bharti. He's a good low order batter, very handy with the bat, low down the order, but they need 71 of 26. It's a very tough ask for a number 9 batter. Abhinav looking for the big shot straight away, miscues one. It's only a single, which gives strike back to RK. Right hander now back on strike. Right hand, left hand combination out in the center for Fighting Wolves. Well. RK was looking for a big shot. That was a slider, skidded through. It kept low and goes through the defense of RK. And eighth one now down for Fighting Wolves. 147 for 8. M. Raju is the new batter in at number 10 for Fighting Wolves. 58 matches for him, 374 runs, 17 average, 109 the strike rate. There is an introduction in the bowling as well. Hemant now has been given a go by the captain of Tuskers. 285 matches for Hemant, 129 wickets, average 7.37, best figures of 5 for 29. Starts off with a wicket. That ball once again skids through the surface and goes through the defense of Abhinav, who was swinging across the line, completely misses the ball. Ninth one now down for Fighting Wolves. They're going down too quickly at the moment. 147 for 9 after 16.1. Last man in for Fighting Wolf is NN. Last man standing for Fighting Wolves. NN is in. He's a right hand bat. In at number 11. Appeal for the leg before, but that was always going down the leg. Denied by the match official. Leg by signal. It's a single. 99 matches for NN. 1315 runs. Averaging over 18. Strike rate 113. This is a very good stats for a number 11 batter. Slog sweep there from M. Raju. Hits it in the mid wicket region to get himself off the mark. 149 for 9. Once GSK was gone, the batting order completely collapsed. No one in the lower order fired apart from GSK for Fighting Wolves. And then on this occasion, just rocks back and works the ball on the onside and gets himself off the mark. It was shot down the leg. Kiran Chaudhary tried to get a glove, tried to stop that ball, but only manages to get a glove. It's a wide plus four. This is the second wide plus four for the Tuskers. They have gifted 10 extras. Well, that was poor from Hemant. That was way down the leg. Nothing much the wicketkeeper could have done. It's not his fault. Once again, a down the leg delivery. Wide signal by the umpire. Score moves to 156. Tuskers are losing. Run rate, I must say, that's been cut away off the back foot. Sweeper cover fielder well inside the circle, so it will only be a single. That was a good looking shot. Came right at the meat of the bat, but only for a single. Last ball of the over coming up. 9 runs and a wicket of this over so far. Well, it's a down the leg wide delivery again from Hemant. He's been wavered throughout the over, apart from the very first delivery on which he got rid of Abhinav Bharti. Short and down the leg. That's been signaled as a wide by match official. Another extra. Well, Hemant is finding it tough to get out of the over. It's a quicker one. That's been punched off the back foot. Work to be done by the sweeper cover fielder. He gives it up. It's a boundary. 16 runs and a wicket coming off the 17th by Hemant. Score moves to 163 for 9. Another introduction in the bowling attack. Khaja now. It's a full toss and that's been hit away. That's been launched. One bounce into the boundary skirtings. It goes in the square leg region. Flurry of runs laid down the order for Fighting Wolves. This match is not done and dusted yet. They are not giving it up. 50 needed in 17 deliveries from here on. It's not an impossible task. It can be scored. Last wicket standing for Fighting Wolves. 6 of 3 for M. Raju, whereas 5 of 3 for NN. Flighted delivery driven on the up, but this time straight to the short cover. It's a dot. Haja. Well. What has Kiran Chaudhary doing there behind the timber? That should have been a dot one. That turned sharply and beats the batter and wicketkeeper at the same time. By signal by the umpire. They'll fetch couple of runs there. Buys. Well, it looks as if it was an inside edge. No signal from the match official. Yes, it is been confirmed that it was bats. It was inside edge. It's a dot ball. This time the batter comes down the ground, get to the pitch of the ball and lofts him inside out in the long off region for a six. What a shot that was from M. Raju. Tuskers not expecting that out of the number 11 batter, but he's done it. He's got to the pitch of the ball and he's lofted beautifully for a six. Short ball. This time he pulls way over the short square leg. One bounce and into the skirting it goes. Another expensive over. 16 coming off the 18th by Khaja. 179 for 9. Fighting Wolves. They are not going down without a fight. Dheeraj now has been forced back into the attack. 2 overs. 13 for 3 for Dheeraj. This time the batter works the ball in the fine leg. 2 is the call. They'll fetch 2 with ease. By the time square leg fielder runs all the way in the fine leg region, both the batters through for the second run. 36 now needed in 11 deliveries. Is there a twist in a tail? Huge appeal, but it's been denied. That ball was down the leg clearly. Leg by signal by the match official. Score moves to 182. What a partnership this has been between NN and Raju. This time it was full. Straight hit back to the bowler who takes the catch in his follow through. That was a good looking shot, but equally well caught by the bowler in his follow through. That's the last wicket down for Fighting Wolves. They are bundled out inside the 20 overs. 182 is what they have managed. Got bowled out in 18.3 overs. Match summary: Tuskers 11 after winning the toss, opting to bat first, posted total of 216 for the loss of 6 wicket. Star with the bat for them was Maverick and Kiran Chaudhary with 43 and 24. Down the order for Arvind Reddy, 216 for 6. Fighting Wolves got bundled out in 182 in just 18.3. Star of the match, player of the match will be Mavericks for his 92 of just 39 deliveries. That's it from the coin box for this match. Do join us for the third match of the day. It's me, Ali Hashmi, signing off.